Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to Michael on the Mic, the best podcast streaming, a place where we talk about real estate, applications, and gadgets. And as always, I'll be giving you my 2 cents about the real estate market. I'm your host, Michael, and I'm on the mic. In this episode, we'll be chewing the fat about who is Michael Brannon, what is Michael on the mic, and why it should matter to you. Thank you again for joining us. And so, without further ado, get into season 1, episode 00 of Michael on the mic. All right, we're going to do a brief introduction to me, Michael Brannon, and why I started Michael on the Mic, the best podcast streaming. So here we are. Who is Michael Brannon? Well, first, I'm an real estate agent with Coldwell Banker Elite. I work out of the Stafford office here in Virginia. But in a prior life, I served in the United States Navy, had a very fulfilling career of over 20 plus years, enjoyed it immensely. Washington State is where I got my license and first started practicing real estate, and it was a lovely place, and I'm glad we had an opportunity to serve out of that area. Like I said, it's where I got my license and where I was able to help the first family get into their new home in Washington State. It was a great experience, and we're still friends to this day. So I guess I did something right. Now, the first thing I thought about when we were moving out to Washington was the rain, and a lot of people think of that when they hear Washington State. Oh, the rain! It just rains all the time. I couldn't tell you that couldn't be much further from the truth. As a matter of fact, you don't have to take my word for it. You can check out choosewashingtonstate.com and you'll get the real facts on Washington State. But I think people will perpetuate that because they don't want a lot of people to come there and enjoy the beauty, especially those 10 hours of sunlight during the summertime with a high of 88 or maybe 90 on hot days. That's only maybe a few days out of the summertime. It was a very, very lovely experience. But Washington State is a very beautiful place. However, we did our time. We moved on back to Virginia once my wife retired, who also served in the Navy. We needed to be closer to family and friends. We felt it was time to do that. So we moved back here to Virginia, where I continue to serve and help families in residential real estate. So that's me. Let's talk about Michael on the Mic, the podcast. You know, like I said, it's a place where we talk about real estate, applications, and gadgets. And my 2 cents about the market, but I felt that a podcast would be a great place, a great platform to talk about my passions, to get out in the air what things that motivate me and things that I think can help you, my listeners. And I hope that you guys find value. Why should it matter to you? Well, I believe that a dream without a plan is just a wish. And recently, this has become part of my plan to help people realize their dreams in residential real estate. I want to inspire you, especially those people who are on the fence about purchasing a home, regardless of the market, regardless of whether or not it's a seller's market or whether you think prices are out of control. I want you to think about buying a home early, enjoying those benefits, and they're far beyond financial. Won't get into all those today of my passion or thoughts about that. But I just basically wanted to come here and inspire you guys, share those things that inspire me as well. You know, I'm crazy about gadgets. I want to talk about that as far as especially those gadgets that apply to real estate, whether that be applications, tablets, software, customer relationship management systems, marketing, branding, all those things that I never thought about before becoming a realtor that I found out that are very necessary, but also very rewarding. I'm so thankful that I chose this path, that I get to help people and also do something that really brings me passion after serving, and I was able to find something else that gave me great passion. You know, I hope to provide you value to your lives, give you an examples of, like I said, the tools that I use. And all these tools aren't just used in real estate. You can certainly find use for those in various forms of life. So please tune in and excuse me, listen to the topics about applications and gadgets when I get to those. So I hope that inspired you. I ask that you drop me a message. Let me know your burning questions so we can make this podcast interesting for you as well as for me. Well, that's all for this episode of Michael on the Mic. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure be sure to join us for the next episode. For the next episode of Michael on the Mic, when I'll be giving you my 2 cents about this crazy market. We're going to talk about supply and demand and how it affects buyers and sellers. I want to talk to you about the term market and what it means uh, when it comes to real estate. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the podcast so that you never miss an episode. And if you wouldn't mind, please tell a friend or two about it. In the meantime, you can check out some valuable real estate information on my website at www.athomeonthehillsinva.com. Your time is sincerely appreciated. You've been listening to Michael on the Mic. This is Michael. I hope I inspired you with my passion and that you continue to allow me to lead you on a journey towards emotional and financial prosperity through the buying and selling of residential real estate. I am grateful to have been your host. Remember the golden rule and be kind to one another. But don't forget, a dream without a plan is just a wish. Have a blessed day. Take care.